Welcome to an episode of InRange. This is the Tisas PX9 Duty. This is a Turkish 9mm handgun that is under $300 on the US market right now. It also has a Holosun 407 on it. We were going to take it off, but we can't because the screws are currently stripped, so we're going to leave it on. But this has actually been a very cool pistol. For under 300 bucks, MSRP is 500, but currently retailing at 300 bucks. With a red dot on it, this is about the cheapest entry you can get into the market with a red dot capable pistol that actually is extremely reliable. We have well over 600 rounds through this gun, and I've had zero issues whatsoever. So what we're going to do now is the mud test. So I'm going to go ahead and chamber a round, just going to prove that it's working, and fire 5 rounds. Cool. So what I'm going to do also is eject a round, just for safety, people in the audience, stick in the magazine, and before we mud test it, I'm going to put an earplug in the muzzle. Now, I'm going to leave that in there when I put the mud on, because what we don't want is mud going down the muzzle into the barrel, because we don't want to damage the barrel. This is not supposed to be a destructive test. Also, that does not hold enough pressure to cause damage to the gun when I fire it. So for those of you thinking that this is a barrel obstruction, it is not. It is strictly a little styrofoam earplug. So I'm going to go ahead and chamber around. We're good to go. And here we go. You ready? Oh, all right. Shake it. I can't see the optic because I'm mud. I'm going to do that. Oh, I can see the dot. Here we go. One round. Holosun's working fine. Cycled, but did not. It's not going into battery. Let me pull the mag. So it's just not going into battery. Ready? Not in battery. I'm going to go ahead and take this fouled mag out if I can. Cleared it. Nothing in here. Holosun's working like a champ. Not a problem at all. Once I dump the mud out of the little trough, I could see it. Clean magazine. Not going into battery.
Look at the recoil spring.
A little bit dirty.
Well, it was sticking out with a slide forward.
All right, so it's not going into battery. So here's what we're going to do. Give it the rinse. This almost never works. This rinse is almost always a bad idea. However, cleaned up nicely, cleaned up the optic perfectly. I can see no problem. We're in battery. 5 rounds. Striker's cocked, dead trigger. Oh, there we go. Now we're out of battery. Something got into the trigger mechanism, and you saw I had to push it harder. It was actually legitimately a surprise when it went off. Did not eject. Back in battery. Out of battery. Failure to feed. Double feed. Back in battery. We're getting these failures to feed. Take another mag. Totally clean mag, except for my hand. Same thing. Let's open it up. That rinse actually, this time, seemed to help. Let's give it one more. Kind of surprised. No, same thing consistently. Why that's the case, I don't know. But for what is a sub $300 gun on the market, this did admirably. This gun has performed very well regardless of the mud test. This thing is, like I said, over 600 rounds, 0 malfunctions. Absolutely a really cool pistol for the price. And the Holosun, still working like a champ. In fact, we mud tested this, but water is more concerning to a Holosun than mud. I don't know if you're seeing that, just pouring water in. I'm literally filling it with water. Like a little aquarium there. Working just fine. So the Holosun passed with flying colors, and the pistol, for being under 300 bucks, I'm going to say super impressive. So that said, we purchased the Holosun with Patreon dollars, but we did not purchase the pistol. Tisas actually saw a review we did of one of their shotguns, the Civet, and that was not a good review. And they sent us this because they had a lot of faith in the product. And I said they did a good job, and I will say they did a good job on that because they should have faith in this product. For 300 bucks, this thing's pretty awesome. Did it pass the mud test? No. Did it fail the mud test? Not really. This did better than a lot of other handguns that cost a lot more money. So, not sponsored content, no gods, no masters, no overlords, just being honest about the result. I'd like to always remind you, if you think that the mud was the wrong consistency, or you could do this differently or better, feel free, get a wheelbarrow, get some dirt, get a shovel, pour some dirt in there, pour some water in there, make your own mud, and then beat yourself to death with it. Thank you for helping out with the audience in that regard. But if you like this content, please consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/InRangeTV, or Utreon, because this kind of content isn't really what is going to get us advertising dollars. We're proactively demonetized and supported only by you, the viewer. Subscribe, share with your friends. Thanks for watching.